Chapter 16, Lesson 1. This chapter is about reading pictures and graphs with scales. So, in essence, this lesson will technically have your kids look at a picture and evaluate that each picture that they show is equivalent to a given value. So, the tool here is technically multiplication. Okay, so for example, they could say a star equals 4 kids. So if you have 4 stars, then that means that's 4 times 4. So just like the tools that we have used in the past, if we have to add or multiply things, we write them down already as soon as we figure them out. So we teach our kids to teach that as well. So the lesson comes from page 117 and it's number 2. So the problem says, the picture graph shows the favorite sports of a group of children. Okay, so they gave you soccer. So I'll put it here, soccer. Okay, so these are the sports that were given. This one has 2 stars. Okay, this one has 3 stars. This one has 3 stars. This one has 1 star, and this one has 2 stars. And down below the picture, it says a star is equal to 5 children. So again, before we let our kids answer, it would probably be ideal to just have them identify the total number of kids that like each of the sports. So for soccer, that would be 2 times 5, which is 10. So they can count by 5s. So this is 3 times 5, which is 15. Which is also 15. This is 5, and this is 10. We will be answering 2 of the 3 questions. So the first question says, how many children like basketball? Okay, so clearly we already know the answer, but there's guided tools that the kids can answer. So in their questions, they said blank stars. So there will be 3, and then they say blank times blank equals. So this will be technically 3 times 5, which is 15. But since we already solved the problem beforehand, then that means we don't need the guide questions anymore. So in letter B, it says, how many children like softball and soccer all together? So softball and soccer all together. So if we look at, we already have those figures. But again, the problem will give the kids guide. So it says there are blank stars for softball and soccer. So that's 5. Okay, then it says blank times blank times blank. So that would be 5 times 5. Okay, so if we multiply that out, that will be 25. But if they didn't have the leading questions, then we should be able to tell that it's 10 plus 15, which is 25. So again, parents, the kids could have these guide questions to be able to answer the final question. However, we cannot depend on them fully because there could be questions that don't have the guide. That concludes Chapter 16, which also concludes Module 4, which also concludes Grade 2. I hope to see you guys in our future modules. Thank you.